Hey, you, don't get cut. This ain't your mama's funky song.
Nerd.
Break it down now. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd. Break it
Hey,
down
Mel.
now. Nerd. Driving, he's so relaxing, wearing Schomburg Row. He passed it. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd. Why didn't you get ashes? You look back in these glasses. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd.
How you guys doing today? You guys gotta remember what's bringing you joy. You gotta be able to tell me. For real. I need to take this off. So I'm gonna ask you. That's usually what happens. That's what happens when song does grow on you. It's just fun. Hey, Claire. Everybody, are you dancing? Nerd. Break it down now.
Break it down
Like,
now.
let's get in the club. Like, we're not in the club, but let's pretend.
Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd. Break it down now. Nerd.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Style and Substance. Today is Friday, April 3rd. I think I said yesterday was Wednesday, April 2nd, but I don't remember. But today is Friday, April 3rd. I will give the story of the song. Yes, I'm actually going to have, Dan doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to have him come on and be on the show and be ridiculous and tell the story of the song because it's kind of great. And it's actually Nerge with an E. It's a road that's here. It's like in Schomburg. It's probably pronounced Nergy Road, but that is it's the name of a road, and we were lost and we couldn't find it, but we kept passing this one street, Nergy Road, and we were like, this is really annoying. And every time we saw it, we were like, Nerge! But there are all these other things in the song that are inside jokes. So, like, he legit wrote that song for me. It's pretty great. So I am not dressed in my workout clothes because I actually got my workout done this morning, which is amazing. I'm actually dressed for my video that I'm going to do for the Broadway, what's that thing called? The 30-day Broadway challenge. So can anyone guess what song I'm going to be singing? The prompt today is a song from a Disney musical. And I'm wearing my bridesmaid's dress for my sister's wedding that I can't zip up because I need help and there's no one to help me. So it's only going to be half zipped. Because quarantine life, y'all. Okay, so I need to know what is bringing you joy. Something bringing me joy today is my mug. I forgot that I had this mug, and I know that's so crazy because I shouldn't, because I have, that means I have many, many things. But this is from the National Museum of African American History, and our museums are things that we can't go to right now. See, it's got all these birds on it. I even have a keychain with it. But right here, it's the quote that says, "I know why the cage bird sings, me, when he beats his bars and he would be free." And it is it's a Paul Dunbar quote, but it's also, we know, as Maya Angelou's autobiography. Or it's because it's Paul Dunbar poem. And then Maya Angelou also, adapted it. And so it makes me think about right now. I was like, well, we're all kind of cage birds, right? We're like beating our bars, thinking about the day we're going to be free. And I'm literally singing because I'm doing that 30-day Broadway challenge, and that is keeping me focused. And just every day there's a new thing. So Vicky says Vicky's growing celery, and it's actually pretty awesome. And her celery plant is doing well, and that's giving her joy. And New Wave Feminists with an S says, me thinking I'm doing my talk show to prom dress is bringing her joy. It's legit my sister. It's seriously my bridesmaid's dress for my sister. It's got this little cape thing too. I can't zip it all the way. You can't see it because there's no one here to help me zip it. And so, I mean, it doesn't show much, so I'm still got to sing my song. So has anyone, please tell me that you guys have a good idea of what song I'm going to be singing for my Broadway 30-day challenge. Mel, what is bringing you joy, girl? I have not heard from you yet. And I like to hear from you every day. That helps me. It helps me get through the day, Monday through Friday. I gotta know that you're here. It's fine if you don't want to tell me now. It's cool. No clue. No, you have no clue what song. I am in a blue dress. Well, it's green. It's green. It's greenish. I'm in a dress. And I'm supposed to sing a Broadway song that's from a Disney musical. Oh, I'm sorry, Mel. You know what, girl? I'm sorry. It's been a rough day. struggling with the happy, maybe just think about me doing a talk show in prom dress will make you also feel better. Maybe my Broadway challenge song will see. It's Let It Go from Frozen. See, I bet you guys are like, Mel, I'm sorry that you're struggling, and we're here for you. So drop us a message in our group chat. Okay, so Claire, if you are there, if you can request to join the live, you probably have to scroll up from when you first joined and hit ask to join, request to join live, because Claire's here with us today, and I'm super excited because she shared some things on Facebook. Look at that. Vicky's even giving you encouragement. I love that. Yes. I love how we've become Claire had some really great things to say on Facebook, and I was like, you need to come on my talk show. And she's like, okay, fine. You're also crazy. Claire!
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I feel like, has it been years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't know the last time I saw you in person. Like,
I think it was over at Taylor's place.
Right. Like, was it Deadpool? Did we see each other at Deadpool?
Did we?
I was like, we saw the first Deadpool together because I was serious. I was trying to find a picture. Here's the thing. I know there's a picture of the two of us in existence. We were bridesmaids together. I couldn't find one.
Well, for Koinonia too, I'm sure.
I know, right? I was like, I've known you for a very long time.
Yeah.
But we were dressed up as bridesmaids together at one point. I'm pretty sure there's a picture.
Yes, we were. So you know what I think it is at Taylor's wedding, I was ugly crying when, like, during her actual vows, so I got cut out of some of the pictures, which is fine.
Girl, I think we were all ugly crying during those vows. So Taylor was actually my guest on the show on Monday.
I know. So, I heard that. I have to go back and watch it.
So yeah, you guys are rounding out the show. So for those of you who don't know Taylor, I was a bridesmaid in her wedding, and we both lived with Taylor at one point. That's so funny. Right. Like, that's great. I'm trying to find your 10 points. I know they're here somewhere. What day was that? Every days are running together. It's okay.
Last week sometime? No,
it was last week sometime. Remember. So
yeah, before
we start, Claire, I need to know 1 or 3 things. Oh, here we go. We got them. 1 or 3 things. What is your Myers-Briggs, your Enneagram, or your Hogwarts house?
So I am an ISFJ. Pretty hardcore, and I'm definitely a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, you are a Hufflepuff, like you are.
Yep.
No, I think all houses are great. All houses are great. Yeah. Like that is what I hold to.
True.
So tell us about yourself and what you do.
So hi, my name is Claire, and I'm a sexual assault counselor with Guardian Angel Community Services in Joliet.
Okay, great. And Claire and I went to the same college at different times. Right? Yeah. So a lot of my friends from college are in social work, things like that. So it doesn't, I mean, it seriously all makes sense. How is that going right now? Like, how is that, like, how are you able to do your job? How is that working right now?
No, we're working from home, and it's weird and it's stressful. But our clients can still do phone sessions with us. So, we're still available to them. The only thing that's kind of hard to navigate is, like our child clients, because a lot of what you do, you don't really do a lot of talk therapy with children. It's mostly play therapy, and it's really hard to do that, via like webcam or phone. So we're still trying to navigate that, and we're looking into like other platforms to use with them. So
to do that. No, I understand. Oh, that must be really difficult, right? I'm sure like everyone's got anxiety right now, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, not everyone in the world knows how I feel on a normal day, right?
Yeah.
Like,
welcome to my world. Yeah.
I was like, thank you. I'm like, have a seat. I bake cookies.
Like, you have arrived.
Like, we're nice here. We're friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone's got that. So like, you can't serve your clients right now. We had my friend Julie was on. You probably know Julie. I don't know if you do. My friend Julie was on yesterday, and she was talking about how that's stressful right now, not being able to serve her clients. And I'm sure that's like hard for you too. What do you think is like the biggest challenge right now, besides not providing play therapy for the youth? What else do you think is a challenge that you're having right now?
Like as a counselor, or just in general?
You know what? Both. Let's do both, because you're a person. You're a person first.
Well, I mean, usually if I have like an activity to do with a client, or if I want to do like a sand tray with them, because you can do sand tray therapy with adults too. You kind of have to flex that creative muscle as a therapist and try to do something different, because you can't necessarily like bring a worksheet to a phone session, you know. I've tried to like email my clients things that I want to work with them on before the session or during the session. I've even done things like put a TED talk on my laptop and have them listen to it over the phone and things like that. So you just it takes some extra thought to plan out your sessions and make sure that you're still like meeting the needs of your client in that way. So
Gotcha. And personally?
Well, I recently was promoted from being a counselor to the counseling coordinator at my
Because you're awesome and organized.
Sorry?
Is it because you're awesome and organized?
I don't know. It's probably just draw luck. No, I'm just kidding. But so I came into my role in January, and then I started like taking on my duties in February, and then like now a month later I'm trying to figure out how to be a boss and also do it remotely, and it's just like everything is stacking up, and like I need to make sure I'm like in communication with my staff, and it's a lot.
Yeah, no, I got it. Well, you could have fooled me that you were holding. I thought you were holding. Well, I think you still are holding up really well. On Facebook, I ran across it was 26. Gosh, that was a while ago. You talked about 10 healthy habits to develop while quarantined from your friendly neighborhood therapist. So you're a superhero. So one of the things that I really loved all of these. So you're saying like one of the things that you were saying was if you're working from home, don't work in bed. Yeah, I love that. Like. So why don't you tell us what your 10 points are? Do you have them in front of you, or do you want me to read them?
I do, actually. Okay. Yes. I wanted to make sure I was prepared for you, Marcia.
Gotcha. Thanks, Claire.
Yeah, my first one is to set aside like a designated workspace for yourself. Also because working in bed is considered poor sleep hygiene, because you want to, as best you can, try to strengthen the connection between your mind and bed. So when your head hits the pillow, it knows that it's supposed to be sleeping. And the more time that you spend in bed doing something that's not sleeping, you're loosening that connection. And also like, it can just like affect your energy levels, and like, you know, you get sleepy when you're in bed. So that's going to affect your work performance as well.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does.
And then my second one was to just like try to have a sense of normalcy by doing things that you normally would, taking care of yourself the same way that you would like on a normal work day. Like and not trying to brag here, but like I've been wearing like normal clothes every day. Like I don't spend all day in pajamas, just because for at least me personally, I think that would just like mess with my head, and things are so bizarre and unprecedented right now that if I'm doing things that are gonna like mess up my routine or my sense of normalcy, like I'm gonna lose it. So I'm like, nope, let's pretend like this is just a normal work day. We're gonna get ready like we normally would. And so I think doing something like that can kind of preserve your sanity.
Or, you know, wearing a bridesmaid's dress to sing Let It Go.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm just saying I do like I it's not until like 3:00, but I usually do get showered and dressed because I do so much in the morning. I don't work out till 1. So why am I gonna get dressed before I work out?
But that's your routine. At least you have one, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that one. And something that's been helping me a lot is creating a schedule for my downtime. So like on the weekends, I won't say like I'm perfect at it and like following a routine, but I'll literally like sometime today I'll sit down with myself and like make a schedule for like how I want to spend tomorrow and Sunday. Otherwise, I know that I can get into a habit of just like sitting around and feeling sorry for myself and kind of bummed out. And like I need my activities. Like I need to know that I'm going to be reading a book and cleaning and listing things on eBay and stuff like that. And it kind of helps the day go by and helps the flow of the day, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
The fourth one is that just because we're quarantined doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be isolated. You know, doing things like this and making sure that you're staying in contact with your support system, reaching out, doing virtual game nights, stuff like that, I think really helps. And I understand it's not the same as like being there in person. It's very different.
I just got a glimpse of my hair. Like
do what you got to do.
Here we go. Okay. We're good. We're okay. Keep going, girl.
No, yeah, but just staying in contact with your support system the best that you can, even though it's not going to be the same. But it's still better than losing contact with all those people and feeling isolated and lonely. Number 5 is to just feel your feelings, and be mindful of those. Just acknowledge the feelings that you're having and name it. You know, it's not going to do anybody any good to pretend like all of this isn't going on. And the more that we stuff it, the worse it's going to get. And even if you do stuff it, it's going to come up eventually. And the thing about stuffing is then you don't get a decision as to how and when it comes out.
Yeah.
And that stinks. And all of a sudden you're in the middle of the grocery store crying. Not that I've done that, but I can imagine. Marcia is like me.
Done it.
That's all right. That's okay.
No, I did it when I moved to Terre Haute. I remember.
Yeah.
Well, we all remember that, but
Change is hard. Change is hard. Number 6 is to just try to do something to help out to distract yourself. You know, whether that's donating fabric that you have around the house so somebody can sew it into a face mask, or checking in on an elderly neighbor, running errands, whatever it is that you can do to help out. I know I've tried to offer, like if someone has things around their house that they want to list on eBay and they don't know how to do that, like if they're falling on hard times, that's something that I can help them out with, for example.
Okay.
No one's taken me up on it, but if you want to DM me.
Right, yeah.
We're
going to talk about that in a second, so yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Number 7 is to teach yourself diaphragmatic breathing. You know, people usually think that when you say just breathe, you're telling them to relax, which is like not quite the same thing, because it actually is. You actually need to teach yourself how to deep breathe, and it does all these cool things like reduces your heart rate and relieves anxiety and things like that. So I use that one a lot.
Show us what you mean. Will you show us what you mean, please?
Sure, yeah. So it's opening up and filling your diaphragm, but deep breathing is usually, I say, 5 counts in through the nose and out through your mouth. And I usually just keep count on my fingers. So it's like, which seems dumb.
Oh, that felt really good. Wait,
right?
You guys, let's all do that together. We're going to do that together. Like, okay, let's do this. Okay, everybody.
All right.
You count. Hold your hands up.
In through your nose and out through your mouth.
Okay. And hold up your hands so we're counting with you.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Yeah, that felt good. Right? That felt good. Yeah. Okay.
And it's like, wow, you can accomplish all that through breathing? Like,
yeah, like I was like, okay.
And sometimes you don't even like realize how much tension you're holding or how tight your chest is until you do that and you're like, whoa, that's a huge difference.
Yeah. No,
you know?
That's pretty great. Okay.
Yeah, so breathing, who knew, right?
Right? Vicky liked it. Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah. Awesome. And then if you need to start virtual therapy, you can still do that. I know if you look on Psychology Today for like local therapists, a lot of them are offering like telehealth and phone sessions, or if you want to do it over webcam, there's things like BetterHelp. So that's still an option for you. You don't feel like you have to go without therapy or counseling sessions just because there's a quarantine.
Right. I had mine yesterday. Yep.
Yes, girl.
Now. We're like, what's going on? I'm looking at him like, listen, I need you to help me. Like I'm in that camera, like,
Help. Your therapist is like,
okay, I'm gonna need you to back up 6 feet, 6 feet away from the camera.
Boundaries.
Right.
Oh my gosh, too funny. Number 9 is to plan something to look forward to once this whole shit show is over. I think I'm gonna throw a party and I'm just gonna hug everybody that I see. Like,
all the people. I don't care who you are.
That's right. We're just gonna like go into the streets with open arms.
You love me now.
That's right. Because it helps to have something to look forward to, and it gives us a sense of hope.
Awesome.
And then the last one is to just be easy on yourself. Like, everything is so weird and stressful right now. Trust me when I say nobody knows what they're doing. Like, nobody knows what they're doing. And just give yourself a little credit. Like everything, this is so unprecedented before. None of us have done this before, and we're all just doing the best that we can. So it's okay. Whatever you've been able to do, it's great.
Right. No, that's awesome. Yeah. Seriously, when I read these, I was like, yes to all of this. And I was like, please come and tell my listeners all of these things. Like we all
I'm
need
glad
to
that
hear
you
it.
liked it.
Yeah, I loved it actually. I'm looking at the comment now. I'm like, I reacted love.
You're like, yep.
I was like, I was like, and love. And that's why I was like, girl.
I'm gonna need you. Yeah.
So before we move on, you talked about going on eBay. So you also have a side hustle, right?
Yes, I do.
And, which I love. I'm like, yes, side hustle.
Yeah.
Like, all the wicker. I love that too.
Yes. Oh my God. Give me all the wicker. I'll take all of it. Thank you, please.
So has that been like really a good outlet for you as well?
Yeah, it's a good distraction. And actually, like, people, because they can't go out, are pretty active on eBay right now. So my sales have been up ever since this has started. And the thing is, I kind of consider it like a money-making hobby instead of a side hustle, because if I feel like I call it a part-time job, then it kind of loses its fun, and I have like a sense of obligation, because there might be a weekend where I don't feel like listing anything.
Yeah.
It's not fun for me, and I don't want it to become not fun. So
okay,
I only do it when I feel like it.
Yeah. No, this girl knows how to scour thrift stores.
Like
every time, whenever I go into Goodwill and I go, I don't know how Claire does it, because I don't feel like looking right now.
Come with me sometime.
Like, yeah, you know what? I should.
Yeah.
When this is over, we're gonna hang out.
It's something to look forward to, right?
Right? Because it's crazy how it's been years. I'm like it's insane, because I haven't seen you since I started this job. So yeah, and I've been here
a long time.
So that'll be good. That's what we have to look forward to.
Okay, we'll do it.
They are doing weeding. I know you guys can hear that, because I can hear it. Can you hear that? Like,
I hear something. Yeah, there's some interference.
Yeah, they're like right now. They're right outside my window. Of course they are. Like, they're never out. They never come. They haven't been here the whole. Oh, it's like they real crazy.
Right.
I was like, I don't know. Maybe because they haven't been here in a couple weeks, they decided they need to do this. But I'm like,
now
this is not happening.
Of course. Yeah.
So anyway, so yes, that your eBay listing, that's really great. So if anyone needs tips on eBay and things like that, like DM Claire. So you said you'd be happy to help, right?
Hit a girl up. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go back to number 5. And you say how you like feel your feelings and cry.
Yeah.
I need to know, like, have you had your Corona cry since this started?
Oh yeah, I think I'm on number 3.
Okay, right? That's how that is. Okay.
Yeah. And therapists have feelings, guys. We're still human, you know.
Right? Like, make it happen. Oh my God. It just got real loud.
I can hear it.
Like, dude, like, I'm trying to run a talk show. No.
Do you mind?
Right? Excuse me? Like, we both have a job to do? No.
Very serious.
Like, he's like legit outside my window. I'm like, but okay, so I have to know. So even you feeling your feelings, that's great. So what is bringing you joy?
Probably planning my weekends. Like I said, I really enjoy having the schedule, and it gives me something to look forward to. And, you know, something like crafting or painting. I did finish a painting like the other weekend, but it gives me a chance to get to do things that, like, I've actually been wanting to do for a while, but I'm spending my time a little bit more deliberately and mindfully. So it's really been helping me.
That's awesome. Great. Seriously, Claire, it was so great to have you on. Like, I really
Marcia.
enjoyed this conversation. Where can people
thanks for
find
having
you?
me on.
So where can people find you?
Oh, I'm on here on Instagram at Miss Thrifty with 2 Y's, I believe it is.
Yes. Yeah, it's Miss.Thrifty.
There you go. See, Marcia, you're taking care of me.
Yes, with 2 Y's.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's how you can find her, see all the things that she has and things that she finds. Also, that's where you can reach out to her. Wonderful counseling coordinator that you are. Go, girl.
Thank
High
you. Air 5.
Seriously.
Social distancing 5.
Yes, that's it. I'm so proud to know you, and I'm so glad that you were here with us today.
Let's get together seriously after all this is done.
Like, for reals. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like,
let's do it.
We're doing this.
Okay, done. Gavel.
Okay. Awesome. Yay. Well, we'll talk later on the interwebs,
Okay,
and
awesome.
I will see you later. Thanks so much, Claire.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You guys, that was a really great conversation. Who feels that they got some really good information and just some really great tools? Like I thought that a lot of people really appreciate that. And that diaphragmatic breathing, is that how you say it? It was really, like, I feel that's going to be super helpful just for me. That, and sometimes I know those things, right? But I forget those things. It's always good to hear them again. So I want to say thank you again to Claire for being on. You can find her at miss.thrifty with 2 Y's on Instagram, and check out all of her eBay store and all of that. I want to say thank you again to all the men and women on the front lines, our doctors, our nurses, our first responders, our policemen and firemen, and also all the essential employees that still work so that we can be safe at home and we can have the things that we need. I want to thank you guys for being here again. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday, where our guest is going to be Jordan Dene from Jordan Dene NYC, like all the shirts that I wear and love so much. So you'll get to like talk to her and interact with her. She's going to be talking about Jordan Dene Social and a bunch of other nerdy, geeky things that are great. Vicki, you have a bag from her. Remember that bag I got you? It's from Jordan. You guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later, and we will get Dan on the show and let you know the story of this song. Bye.